o'clock on the dot. It is time for Coffee Talk. I'm First Morning Meteorologist Eric Burris. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We get together 7 days a week in the mornings, chat about what's going on in the world of weather, hopefully getting your day started off on the right note. We track the showers, the storms, we look ahead, and of course, we take your questions. Always open this as an opportunity to share this with friends or family that you may think could benefit from some weather information. And this morning, certainly weather is a big player in our day because the top two things we're watching are impacting us this morning and the weekend. The wet forecast has begun. It does not take a meteorologist to know that it is cloudy and damp, at least in some spots this morning. But we've got bright sunshine and cooler temperatures right around the corner. I'm very, very happy to share that. First, let's start off with what's happening around town this morning. Look outside. This is a shot from Brevard County, our tower cam network there. Looking outstanding. The sun is coming up. There are some clouds around, certainly. Those clouds are things that we're going to have to deal with this morning. Some of those clouds are, in fact, producing showers. So let's get right over to our first warning live Doppler radar and see what's doing. The metro, we are nice and quiet. But we head just off to the west across Sumter, Lake, and Marion counties, and we are watching some of those showers marching on through. As a matter of fact, if you live in Claremont, enjoy the dry weather that you've got for now because these showers are marching quickly in your direction. We head up to the north. There's Mascot, Webster, Bushnell. It is raining. Lake Penisofsky back over to Leesburg. We'll watch those showers kind of continue to popcorn up. And if you live in places like the Villages, Lake Weir, back over to Bellevue, back over to Umatilla, the rains are not all that far out. So yeah, we're watching some showers. Back to the wider perspective though, as we're lapsing this, and you can see that line of rain is just starting to move in. Also, my friends here in Flagler County, cannot forget about you either. Take a look, kind of a little bit of a break for the last little bit here in Palm Coast, but more rains are marching in your direction. So what's going on? Why are we dealing with rains this morning? Well, we talked about this yesterday at length on our morning and afternoon coffee talks, but there is a cold front that is marching into our area, and it's going to help to provide a whole lot of rainfall for Central Florida. So yeah, it's going to be a wet day. Here's a look at our 12-hour forecast. Impact weather through the day, meaning that not only is it going to be a mess, but there's also the chance to get a couple of stronger storms, could see a severe storm or so. So definitely impact weather. All right, let's say good morning to some of you. David, Dana, good morning to you. Sierra, how are you? Don, good morning. Happy Friday Eve. I will agree 100% on that. Melissa, good morning to you. Mirza, good morning. Deborah, Tim, good morning. Beverly, it's a great day in the neighborhood. Arnett, good morning to you, my dear. Nikki, hope you're doing well. So showers and storms gradually taking more and more of our coverage area over and just being generally a wet day. We've said for the last couple of days that today has the potential of being a washout, and here we are. Now, important to note that while we are tracking the threat for strong to severe storms, it is a relatively low-end threat, okay? If it was a higher-end threat, we would be talking about a first warning weather day. That is not the case. Today, level 1 out of 5 threat. Isolated strong to severe storms, meaning out of everything that's around, may see 1 or 2 that get a little feisty. Of course, we can break that down threat by threat. So let's just take a look here, okay? First off, and I'll bring it full screen for you. First off, the tornado threat, mainly east of town. That's because it would take the longest to get to you, and the instability would be the greatest. Damaging wind, again, at a low-end level 1 risk, whereas large hail is on the right side, and it's basically nothing. So if I were to say anything, I would say that the damaging winds would be kind of the bigger thing, but tornadoes are right there. Again, isolated in nature. It's not nothing, but it's low end. So we'll certainly be watching this. I can promise you we will be tracking this through the day. But of course, you want to track it through the day as well. You're getting your Thursday started. Let's take a look at Futurecast and just zero in so that we can try and pick out exactly where and when the rains are around. Here's 8 o'clock in the morning. Futurecast has been running a little faster. In other words, if we just take a look at that, I'll come back to the model in a minute, but take a mental snapshot of that. Come back to our live radar. It's about 30, 45 minutes ahead, meaning that the rains you could see are Big Bend, so they're here, and then there's Sumter Lake Marion. If we come back to Futurecast, you can see Futurecast is saying kind of Big Bend and Metro. So again, Futurecast is running a little quicker than it actually is, so just kind of take that into account here, okay? Crystal, good morning to you. Just in time for school getting out, Joyce says, yeah. Tim, so let me get this straight. It's going to rain today, right? You are an astute student. You get a golden star. Yeah. Crystal says, it's been pretty dry near Lake Eola. Not as much as rain as I expected yesterday. There were a few heavy downpours around yesterday, but yeah, most of the instability stayed north of us. All right. So where does Futurecast take us through the day? Let's take the graphic full screen so that you can see in as much detail as is possible through 9, 10 o'clock. Notice the rains are around the metro. Now, I would say that would probably be closer to 11 because, as I illustrated, Futurecast is running just a little ahead. All right, continuing through, a little bit of a break, and then that main line comes in into the afternoon. Showers and thunder showers, and then just kind of continues into this evening. Now, that is a bit of a change. The rain's continuing into this evening. Futurecast was originally trying to dry us out. But I would say that for now, if we're looking at the rain timing, and again, it doesn't take a meteorologist to be able to kind of figure this one out. You could see that the peak rain coverage is 1, 2, 3 o'clock. But we're building and building to that through the morning, and then we'll be kind of fading that out little by little by little through the afternoon. All right? Beverly says, Eric, good morning. Looks like rain soon. Yes. Yes, it does look like rain soon. Let's see here. Marie, good morning to you. Elizabeth says, oh, my arthritis is acting as a barometer. Yeah, I can understand that for sure. Mary Lee, good rainy morning. Good rainy morning to you. How much rain could we be talking about? That's a question that a lot of people always love to ask. So let's just take a look at the model comparison and running this through time. All right, I don't know what that's calibrated to. Let's just take a look here. Okay, so Futurecast. All right, I'm like, I don't know what that's calibrated to. So through 11 o'clock tonight, Futurecast is indicating the majority of the rains up to the north. If we look at the American GFS model, most of the rain to the north, so about a half inch or less rain for us. And that's kind of what Futurecast is also painting. Yeah, about a half inch of rain or less for us, with some pockets getting a half inch to 1 inch of rain. So not a ton. It's not going to be this downpour all day, but there will be showers around all day long. Yeah. Christian says, the sky's nice and dark here in Orange City and Deltona. Indeed. And of course, we know that most of the rain isn't even knocking on your doorstep, popping up first morning Doppler radar. You can see a little bit of rain there. Looks like it's just starting to develop across northern Lake County. Yeah, you can see blub right there. So that's the cloud cover that you're seeing kind of firing up there in northern Lake County. But yeah, just the rains are starting up, my friends. That's okay. That's okay. I'm leaving the house in a few minutes. I don't want to be out in this weather, Sonia. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Frankie, good morning to you. A nice, fun drive. At least I-4 is dry for now for most of the drive, although it's pouring in Tampa. But once you get into Polk County, at least for now, I-4 is looking nice and quiet. No deluge, exactly. The overall coverage is there, but we're not talking about like a massive deluge of rain. Now, let's just take a look. Central Florida's certified most accurate 7-day forecast. And you'll notice that while today, yes, is going to be a wet one, look what happens afterward. Yeah, we've got some great weather, really great weather right around the corner. Let's talk about it, right? All right, so here we are for today. That front sitting in play, just throwing in all the moisture. But tomorrow morning, it pulls it all out, and we get into a nice, sunny, comfy setup. It's gorgeous for your Friday. It's gorgeous for your Saturday. It's gorgeous for your Sunday. So we've got Outstanding weather. Seriously, outstanding weather right around the corner. I love it. If you're one of my friends in low places, that's what I was trying to say. The Garth Brooks forecast for the concert looking outstanding. Look at that. 70 down to 60. Might even want a light jacket, that sort of thing. Overall weekend forecast, my friends, looking just so nice. We've got the check mark on both days, and when you see that, you know it's a good one. I love being able to talk about that. The check mark on both days. I love it. I love it. I love it. Melissa says, we need this rain. Yeah, we can always use some added help, right? What I do think is kind of interesting is that this time of year, the pollen count is always a struggle. Today, the allergens are low. And then we get back to high levels for your Friday and your Saturday and your Sunday. Man. That's just never fun. It's just never fun. Buenos wet dias. Good morning. Patty says, so dark in Palm Coast, a gentle rain and rumbling thunder would go nice with my coffee. Listen, I mean, for what it's worth, let's just take a look. I'm like getting down to my golfing voice. Like, let's just look into Palm Coast right now. There's some light rainfall. Let's watch the loop. Yeah, light rain. You're going to pick up that into some heavier rain here in the next couple minutes. I love it. Catherine, today I'll be driving I-4 5 to 7 p.m. heading toward Orlando. Will the rain be cleared out by then? I hate that drive on a clear day. I know. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But we're still looking at a pretty decent coverage of rain. Now, 5 p.m., it's like a 60% coverage of rain. 60, 50, 40% coverage of rain by 7 o'clock. But it's still there, Catherine. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yeah. Jeannie says, and Garth will put on an amazing show. I've never seen it. So I'm terribly excited, if I'm honest with you. I'm terribly excited. Jan says, I would love to see Garth. Glad the weather would be good. Let me tell you something. The tickets are not that expensive. Like a few friends of mine got tickets for $10. Carol and I have conjunctivitis. Oh, man. Yeah, that happens, man. What a crummy allergy season it's been, right? That's just the way it's going to go. Until we get out of here. Frank says, boo, I usually head back around 6. Yeah, you're going to get it. I told you to stay at my house last night, Frank. That way you only had one crummier drive. But did you listen to me? No. Your room. It's available. Oh, well. All right, so activities. Today, heading out to SeaWorld. It's going to be a little damp. Stingrays will love it. Showers, thunder showers around, right? Hollywood Studios, same idea. Yeah. Cheryl says, yesterday was National Meteorologist Day. Happy day after. Thank you. I didn't even know. Becca, well, we took down our fence and I hit my finger with a hammer. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Sonia, when do you think the heavy rain will start in our area? The kids have dentist appointments. So if we just look, Futurecast is a little ahead, but if you notice here, it looks like the activity's kind of building forward. So, I would say that we're going to start seeing rain probably within the next 2 hours. And then from there, it's just going to be kind of on again and off again rain. So for what it's worth. Yeah. Chris, good morning to you. Marie, thanks for the updates. Always my pleasure. Thanks for the Flagler attention. Appreciate it from the best and nicest weatherman. Patty, my dear, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Look at these cells kind of developing here in Northern Lake. Isn't that something? Just the thing about Florida is I just love how they develop out of nowhere. And important to note, looking at our velocity on our radar, nothing strong or severe. Just good old-fashioned, we call this stratiform rain. I love it. Look at that. All that rain. Little by little coming on in. Dana says there are still tickets left on StubHub for $11. That's what I'm saying is like, $11 for a concert ticket and a big name like Garth Brooks. Now, are you in the nosebleeds? Who cares? You're at the show. That's the way I look at it, at least. Am I crazy? I know I'm crazy, but yeah. Gina, same time frame for Ponce Inlet, 11-ish for rain. I mean, I would say 11, 12-ish. Yeah, I would definitely say 11, 12-ish, something in there. Rita says sprinkling in Mount Dora. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Let it rain, let it rain. You know, speaking of the rain, let's just take a look. Carolyn says not to be confused with National Weatherman's Day, which is February 5th. There's all these days. I struggle to keep them all in check. One thing that I think is so interesting here is Orlando, Sanford, even Melbourne, we've gotten into a rainfall surplus for the year, whereas Daytona Beach is still 2 inches behind. So if anybody gets absolutely bombarded with rain, let it be Daytona Beach. You are the one that needs it the most, right? At least that's the way I look at it. It's actually really beautiful here in Eau Gallie this morning, but not for long. Yeah, I mean, you can see you are as quiet can be, whereas the rest of us are getting those rains, kind of little ripples of rain moving through Flagler County, that heavy downpour crossing right over I-95 right now, getting over toward the Palm Coast Parkway, and will eventually work over into, let's see, where are we? Copper Lane. Let's see what some of these... Florida Park, the Fs. So we're in the F section. Bonterra, Fenimore. Yeah, so we're in the F section there. Then over to Marion County, where it's been kind of raining on again and off again through the day. We're in a bit of a break, a little bit of a lull. Maybe it'll stay that way for a little while, but you can see there's more showers kind of southwest here, down near Pine Ridge, Sugar Mill Woods, and the Big Bend, and those showers will be lifting into Flagler as well. Frank says there's a National Day for everything. Chrissy, how about Ocala? Oh, yeah, so just mentioned it. So, yeah, you're looking good for now. There are a few showers back over toward Hernando and Dunellen that'll eventually move in. But, yeah, run the dog out for now. Not too bad. John says, busy day here. You know, a couple of showers never hurt anybody, as long as it doesn't get too feisty. And it might try to get feistier. But we'll watch the radar. You know, that's why we have our own live radar, right? So that we can track it. I actually need to do a tweak. Will you bear with me a second? This is our raw live radar here. All right. Our radar, I'll show you. Whenever you make adjustments to the radar, you have to calibrate it. So you see these cells. So I always try to calibrate it. You know, if our radar is located like right here, and the Tampa radar is in Tampa, I try to find cells. So this is the Tampa radar. So you see how there's some oranges and some reds there, and then I click on our radar. That's it now. Notice right before it was like not. It wasn't as hot. I needed to heat up our radar just a little bit. I'm just trying to calibrate it. It looks like it's probably pretty okay now. Now that we've got, see how there's more yellows down here that's the Tampa radar, and that's our radar. So as it sweeps through, it's going to get into a little more yellow here. I just had to kind of up its calibration a little bit. So let's see. So Tampa. Yeah, okay, so you see the difference there? So you see how it was not as yellow and it kind of brought it up a little bit? I just needed to, that matches the National Weather Service now. So anyway, there's like I said, you know, you have to put in some work when you have your own radar, and I noticed it was a little cool compared to the Weather Service. So they call that the Z calibration. There's a lot that goes into running a radar. It's not just a piece of equipment that sits there. It constantly has to be adjusted. And we'll be doing that. Today I've got work on my plate. I've got a contractor here at the house doing some work, and we'll be using our radar to track storms and showers and all of that fun stuff, okay? In Daytona, hoping for a little rain. Janika, I hope you get the rain. Of anybody in Central Florida, you're the drier of the locations. So I definitely hope for rain for you, for sure. Yeah. Let's see here. Melissa, how will Deltona be? There's an 80% coverage of rain. Let me tell you something. Whether your town is called Deltona, whether your town is called Winter Springs, whether your town is called Lake Penasofkee, going to rain. Probably on again and off again today. It's just going to be wet. All right. Tomorrow, a couple of morning showers, then that clears out, and we look much better for your Friday. Then Saturday and Sunday, highs in the upper 70s. It looks stunning out. Then your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we start getting warmer again. It's just a beautiful stretch, my friends. Really, really, really a beautiful, beautiful stretch. I love the weather this time of year. I love it. How's it going to be in St. Cloud? Liz, if your town is St. Cloud, it's going to rain today. If your town is Flagler Beach, it's going to rain today. If your town is Painters Hill, it's going to rain today. Yeah. Just keep that in mind, okay? All right, let's take a look at our live radar and see what's doing right now. So we've got, obviously, the heavier rainfall around Tampa area. Yeah, see, the calibration's better. See how that's the Tampa radar. That's our radar now. Whereas if I back it up a few frames, you could see it was cooler. Yeah, so just had to up our radar's intensity just a little bit. But you could see Claremont, what did we say right off the top? Right off the top of Coffee Talk, we said that rain was going to be picking up here in Claremont, and that's exactly what's happening. Up here toward Okahumpka, Leesburg, heavier pocket of rain, frankly. Crossing over 470 and Lake Pennsauken, getting over toward Leesburg. Lisbon, you'll be up next to see some rain. Tavares, you're going to see some rain. Yeah. Good morning. I've noticed sometimes when rain comes toward Daytona and Port Orange, the rain seems to split in half. Either goes around us or below us. Do you know why? I don't. Random, honestly. Yeah, just that's the only thing I could. It's the only thing I could say. Just random. Paisley, Forest Hills, we could see some heavier rains up by you. DeLeon, DeLeon Springs. Let me just loop this, and you can kind of see how those showers pop up out of nowhere. Yeah, that's okay. Light showers around. That's right, Chris. In the voice of Oprah, you get some rain, and you get some rain, and you get some rain. Yeah. Vivid. Thanks, Eric. Have a productive day. All you as well. Be good. Is it Viv and Ed? Is it a married couple? Is that where Viv Ed comes from? Carol, hi, it's a nice, cool morning. I love a variety. Nothing wrong with that. Don, I'm in DeLand, and it's raining. And if it's not raining already, it will be raining. Yeah. All right, so the forecast these next couple of days looks great. Looks great, looks great, looks great. I love it. I love it. Any questions, comments, concerns as we continue to track the showers? Anybody? Anything? Jessica, good morning to you. I hope you're having a great start to your day. How bad are the winds going to be in Lake County? You know, some storms could try to get a little stronger, but overall on the severity scale for the day, take a look. You know, tornado risk is level 1 out of 5. Damaging wind risk, level 1 out of 5. So, you know, when it comes to the overall threats, you know, we're watching for it, but it's not a big concern, and that's the good news. I mean, we have a threat, right? Like it's a level 1, isolated, but thankfully it's low, and hopefully will stay that way. Daytona sounds like it's getting an Oviedo Dome too. We are very vivid. That's funny. Thank you, Eric. I was always thinking an east sea breeze always blowing it back. That could be, but it's not like the sea breeze gets stronger like right over you and weaker to your north and to your south. So yeah, that's where it's like I don't know that it's a sea breeze. It could just be like the inlet and how the winds flow around the inlet. I mean, there's many different goofy things like that can play in. It's tough. Like, what about Oviedo? Is it because it's drainage off the lake north of you? Like, you know, there's so many random things. Mickey on YouTube. Hey, Eric, did you see the New Orleans tornado is preliminarily an EF3? I did. And to that point, you know, based on some of the winds that I saw, some of the damage rather that I saw, I would say that it could even get to be a bit higher. This is the enhanced Fujita scale, okay? An EF3 tornado in New Orleans, that would be winds of 136 to 165 miles an hour. I would not be surprised if it ends up being a low-end EF4 in some spots. I wouldn't be surprised. Thankfully, the outlook for severe weather is significantly lower in our area. But, we'll be watching certainly today for that. Can you show Futurecast again, please? Phyllis is asking. Of course, my dear. Here's a look at Futurecast. And, through about 10 o'clock, it's showing these waves of rain marching through the metro. And then there's like that next wave early afternoon working through the area through 3, 4 o'clock. Again, I think that the main attraction here today is going to be rain. Good rain. Could there be some stronger storms? Sure. And I'll tell you this, I am all set and ready to go. If I have to do this, and if I have to do like this, if I have to do tornado warning, I can do it. If I have to do severe thunderstorm warning, I'll do it. We're ready to go. All right. So I'm not saying that we will. I'm certainly hoping we don't. But if we need to do what we need to do here in the Coffee Talk machine, we'll do it. And of course, you know that Wesh 2's got you updated. Also, know the difference between a tornado watch and a tornado warning. Not saying that we're going to get it, but think about it like this. A tornado watch means that we're watching. Be prepared. A tornado warning means to take action. And a lot of people are talking about the meme. There's this meme that a lot of people have seen where it's like a taco. Think about a tornado advisory, but for tacos. A taco watch. It means that you've got your ingredients laid out and you're ready to go. A taco warning means, I got your taco. So it's cheesy. Only if you ask for cheese on your taco. It's cheesy, but it's a thing. And there's actually a new thing. We haven't had it here in Central Florida, but there's a new designation. So you've got your tornado watch, you've got your tornado warning, and there is actually a new designation. It's called a tornado emergency. And that means that there's a severe threat to human life and catastrophic damage. That's when you've got a massive confirmed tornado and it is heading toward a population center. Thankfully, we've not had to deal with that in Central Florida, but the reality is you never know when that will happen. All right. Evelyn, am I the only one that's freezing? The screen is freezing. I have 0 dropped frames, so it looks like it's okay on my end. Looks like the rain's about to start by me in Tampa. There you go. There you go. All right. So it rains today, even continuing tonight and into tomorrow morning. Then it clears out for the weekend. We will be talking at length about the showers that are around on the afternoon update of Coffee Talk. Okay? 3:30, 5 days a week. So I'll see you for that. And also, if need be, if something gets a little feisty, I'll pop on and do another quick Facebook Live or something to that effect. And anytime I'm on, I stream on the Wesh Facebook channel, my Facebook channel, my Twitter, and my YouTube. Okay, so we are syndicating just as much as we can, all right? So keep that in mind. I will also tell you that I tweet radar like a banshee. Tweeting. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, I encourage you to do it. If nothing else, it's just a place. It's just a place to get news information from me, right? Chris, will the emergency designation be used with other weather phenomena? For right now, it's just tornadoes. But like in a hurricane, they've got an extreme wind warning. Yeah, it's new. The whole idea behind that is just trying to get messaging out better and clearer. Yeah. All right. Listen, be good, everybody. I will see you guys and gals at 3:30 for our next live update. And of course, earlier than that, if need be. But in the meantime, be the sunshine in someone else's day, especially on a cloudy day like today. All right. Be good, y'all. Take care. Bye-bye.